anyone wants to share their experience, right? Maybe one or two people. I think you need to be volunteering by now. Okay, how many of you gave sermon this Sunday? Sermon this Sunday? I mean, day before? Only one? So, which meant all of others have already completed 10 churches, 10 schools, right? That should be on records for us, right? So, all of you have completed 10 churches. How many of you have completed 10 churches? Raise your hand. You have completed all the 10 churches or 10 schools. All right. So, let's hear from Hepzibah, right? Hepzibah, how was your experience this Sunday giving a sermon?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
This Sunday I was preaching in CSI also church, and it was an English congregation.
Mhm.
This was the first time that I have ever preached in English.
Mhm.
So the first time while I was preaching in English, I was a bit nervous, and I preached in two services also. In the
Mhm.
first service, I was okay with that fluency and everything.
Mhm.
And after the first service, the presbyter gave me some advices and he told me some corrections that I went too fast.
Mhm.
So he sent me to correct in that second service.
Mhm.
So while during the second service, I was too cautious that I have to make it slow and I have to do it a little more understandable. So because of that, I was a bit too nervous compared to the first service. So
Mhm.
I was so cautious that I have to be so slow. And
Mhm.
because of that, at the conclusion, I made one small mistake, and my conclusion part was not that good. So
Mhm.
I was like upset of that, but everybody told me that it was good, and everybody appreciated me voluntarily without even heading out of the church. Everybody came to me and they appreciated me.
Mhm.
So what I thought was, next time while I'm doing an English sermon, I have to do it better and with more confidence and with more content and with more fluency. So that was a drawback with me in that English sermon, sir.
All right. Brilliant. Very good. How many churches have you completed till now?
So 5 churches, sir.
5 churches. Okay. Good. Good job. Okay. Who was the other person who raised the hand? Along with you, there's one other person, no? Who raised the hand?
Sharon.
Sharon.
Good evening, sir.
Sharon, good evening. How many churches have you completed, Sharon?
Sir, I've completed 5 churches so far.
5 churches. Okay. Anything? Okay. You started late, right? You're
Yes,
you're
I
unwell, and
started.
then yeah.
Yes, I started it late. Last before week, I couldn't do it, so I
Mhm.
did it last week.
Okay. Good. Good. Any special moments this week?
Seriously, sir, this last week was really special because it was like we knew many people over there, and
Mhm.
like they everyone was like very appreciative of what I did,
Mhm.
and because they were appreciative, they were not only appreciating my talk, they were ready to do the things that I told them and I
Mhm.
preached about, and that made me really happy.
Mhm.
And this church already they love growing trees all around,
Mhm.
and they after my preaching, even the presbyter, he told me that they'll grow even more trees and follow it even in their homes also, sir. I felt
Okay.
very happy because of that.
Very nice. Very nice. Good job, Sharon. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
So hopefully others will follow, the people who are here, right? If you are giving sermons, right, I would advise you to complete, as early as possible, right? Utilize the opportunities. Do not take a break, right? If you take a break even one Sunday, right, it's like running in a race, and in between, you stop. Now think about this: you're running a race, and in between you stop to take, 10 seconds rest. What would happen? Will you win the race?
No, sir.
No, right? And imagine you're running first and you take a break of 10 seconds. The person who's behind you will overtake you, right? Right? He'll overtake you. Now, think about this: when you're looking at the person who's overtaking you, what would happen to you? Automatically, your mindset will, get negativity, right? It will say, oh, I'm going to be second. That's one. Number two, you'll think all my hard work is going wasted. Yes. Why? Because of the 10 seconds lag, the break what we take. right? Similarly, every Sunday, if you're not preaching in the church, if you're not giving sermon in the church, obviously, you're going to lose out the interest, the stamina, right? And the momentum. At one point of time, it will become such that, okay, anyway, last week I didn't speak. This week also I'll not go, right? Excuses can keep you away from attaining your goal. Keep this in your mind, right? So all of you sitting here, please understand this. There is a goal for us that we have to achieve, and we should keep running. No breaks anywhere, no excuses, right? But anyway, in case, I would appreciate you people doing this, and possibly we'll hear a lot of people sharing experience the coming week. Okay. Now, anyone to volunteer, to tell me what did we learn last uh, Wednesday?
Sir, can I?
Anyone volunteer?
We learned observation skill in leadership and what is the difference between sight and observation. And fourth are the color, the numbers, and we have to write down in book which we observe and we have to recollect. So,
Okay, very good. Very good, Sanidhi. Anyone wants to add any new points? What have we learned last week? Anything that Sanidhi forgot? You all did an activity in the end. At the last, I did an activity.
Spotting differences.
Yeah, spotting differences we did. But in the end, I stopped saying you something with one activity. Can anyone remember that activity?
Numbers.
Numbers. No. At the end of the session.
Sir, hearing skill. Hearing skill.
What did I do?
Sir, you told that. Sir, you told that to touch cheek, chin, and hearing skill, which will improve the hearing skill, sir. We should hear, sir.
Okay, very good, Astra. So I stopped there. You remember, right? I came on video and I told you, right? Okay, touch your head, touch your nose, touch your ears. And I was touching my cheek and I told you, touch your chin. And you all people were doing touching your cheek, right? Not your chin. Okay, anyway. Observation is not only looking, right? Observation is also about hearing. That's what the stuff is. Okay, today we're going to learn one important topic, maybe a topic for 20 minutes. That's all, right? We are going to learn something for 20 minutes, right? This session is not going to be long. It's a simple topic that we are going to learn and very useful topic for all of us here, right? All of us here. We all know that the session starts at 6:30. Can anyone tell me what time did we start today?
6:40, sir.
6:40.
6:20.
6:20. Yeah. Oh, we started off 6:20. Okay.
6:35, sir.
We all logged in at one time, but when did Anna told, Jacob Anna start the session?
6:35.
6:35.
6:45, sir.
6:45.
6:45, sir.
6:45, right? Now look at this. When we say 6:30, right, we start at 6:45. Yes. 6:30, we started 6:45. Now, what happened to those 15 minutes? Can anyone tell me? What were we trying to do?
We were waiting for the members to join, sir.
We were waiting for all the members to join.
So trying to log in the server, sir.
We are
waiting for members to on the camera and joining.
Okay, everyone was trying to log in, right? Okay. But why no one tried to log in, at around 6:20, 6:25? Kaushikana was already there at 6:25. Why we didn't log in at 6:25?
It is not a right time.
It is not the right time. Oh, some Vastu all you're seeing, astrology, right? This time is the right time, auspicious time. Okay, to log in. Okay. Okay. 6:35, if you say it's not the right time, I really appreciate that. 6:25? Okay. Now look at this. What we did is we pushed the session 15 minutes away from the actual time. We actually postponed, right? We tried to push what is supposed to happen at 6:30. We tried to push it little bit at 6:45, right? Now you might ask, what is so great about it? What is wrong about it, right? What's happening, right? This is not the first time we are shifting this. You know what would have happened? How this would have come? Each time that we log in, we wait for 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. For example, Godwin has logged in at 6:30. Godwin knows that anyway, if I log in at 6:30, the class will start only by 6:45. In the mindset, already for Godwin, it have got fixed. So a person who's logging in at 6:30, he knows if I log in at 6:30, I have to wait for another person till all joins. It will take 10 minutes. So why I should join 6:30? I'll also join at 6:45. Right? Imagine we tell you at 6:30 we will start, and after that we'll not allow anyone. Or there's no certificates given to people who are not logging in on time. Do you think that time people will log in by 6:30? Like how it happens in a school? The school gate closes exactly at 8:30 or 8:45, and they'll not allow anyone to enter the gate after that. So what happens? All of us rush between 8:15 to 8:30 inside the school. This procrastination, right? What this word is called as procrastination, right? The word is called as postponing. This doesn't happen on one day. It is happening on a continuous time, and it has become a habit. So today's session, we're going to learn how a leader should do everything on time, right? The value of time, right? How should a leader kill procrastination? If anyone tells you to do something, hey, you know what? You need to log in at 6:30. No, I'll come only at 6:40. Now tell me, is it a quality of a leader to log in at 6:40? Not at all.
No.
Right? So today we are going to learn a topic, right, which is more important to us, right, which is called as just in time. Got it? So what is it? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Below just in time, there is a word. What is it?
Stop
procrastinating.
Stop.
Procrastinating.
No, procrastinating is nothing but delaying things, right? Doing it late. And India, it's very well known fact, right? We have two time zones, right? We follow two time zones, GMT, right? IST is Indian Standard Time. You know what is Indian Standard Time? If anyone tells come at 6:30, we'll come only at 6:45. Right? Okay. All right. Now we'll no longer follow Indian Standard Time. We'll follow Leaders Standard Time. Right? What is Leaders Standard Time? If it's 6:30, we'll start at 6:30. Right. Now, how many of you
To start exact times.
exact time? That's one. Exact. Now, I need you people to clearly observe, what we are going to learn today, right? It's a very small skill, right? But it will make a huge impact, right? We are going to learn few important aspects of a leader when it comes to, how to kill procrastination, right? If you have to start something, why I'm delaying it? Now, all of you think about this one thing, right? All of you think one point. You wanted to do something. You wanted to learn swimming. You wanted to join painting classes, or you wanted to learn guitar. How many of you wanted to learn, but you never took first step? I'm not going to ask you to raise your hands. Think for yourself. How many of you thought from today, I will read or revise whatever has been done in the school or college? After going to home, I will relax for half an hour. After that, I'll revise everything, whatever ma'am or sir has taught in the class. How many of you will think like that? But once we come home, right? Okay, I will start at 7:30. That 7:30 will become 8:30. 8:30 will say, hey, it's already dinner time, right? And after dinner, just know we had dinner, relax for some time, right? And that will become 10 o'clock and we'll say, okay, good night. From tomorrow, I'll start studying, right? Tomorrow, I'll revise. Today is also included, right? Now, what happens here is you wanted to do it, but you're not able to do it. You're postponing it, right? Today, we are going to learn, if you're planning to do something, how to do it without pushing it away, right? We're going to learn with 2 or 3 simple steps, right? Very simple steps. How many of you like Dhoni? Dhoni. Most of you like Dhoni. Can anyone tell me what is so special about Dhoni? I keep asking in all the sessions because you people are relatively very.
His helicopter shot.
Dhoni is known for helicopter.
Yes, sir.
Helicopter shot. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Why is what is Dhoni known for?
Yes, time management.
Time management. How?
Sir, he will do everything in a perfect time, sir.
You will do everything. Then you have to get the batsman out. Perfect time. You'll do the wicket keeping properly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's what you meant. Okay. Anyone else?
Sir, a good leader.
A good leader. Okay, very nice. Okay.
Fastest.
Sorry?
Fastest.
We didn't get all. You're not clear. Okay. Anyone else?
He is a good decision maker.
Very good decision maker. Okay, fantastic. Now, all of us know Dhoni is a very good batsman, very good wicket keeper.
He is a true gamer.
Captain.
He is a true player.
He is a true player. Okay. One word answer. He's a true player. Okay. Now, think about this. We know all of these things, but it's not made in one day, right? Dhoni didn't become a best batsman in one day. He never became a very good wicket keeper in one day. He never became the best captain in one day. It took almost years together for him to become this, right? And one quality of Dhoni that a lot of people doesn't know outside is, how many of you know that he goes to the ground early morning at 4:30? Similar to Sachin Tendulkar. These fellows go to the ground or stadium early morning 4:30. Can you believe? Each day, whether they have a match or not, 365 days, they have to go to the stadium, play. Early morning, practice. Right? Without missing a single day. Now, what is this called? It's nothing but it's an habit. Right? Now, understand this. What makes your action greater is nothing but your habits, small habits. Right? Note it down. Your habits is the one which makes your action bigger. Right? So, research shows that, actually, around 50% of your action every day, whatever you're doing, day to day, you're doing one action, right? From morning till night, till you sleep, there is an action that you commit. All your actions are nothing but it's your habits. Whatever you're doing, right? It's all based on your habits. Now, what are habits? Can anyone tell me what are habits?
Our day-to-day behavior.
Day-to-day behavior?
What we do daily.
What you do daily, right? How many of you have an habit of brushing your teeth every day? All of you will raise your hand, correct? Yes? True? Now, from when do you remember it? From what age you only held the brush in your hand and started brushing? Until some time your parents would have been holding the breast.
Sir, till age 2, sir.
From the age of 2.
Yes, sir.
So Ivan remembers the date also when he was holding the brush in hand. Okay, great. Others, do you really remember when you actually started on your own to brush your teeth?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. But how are you doing it on your own now?
Because we do that daily.
You do that daily. And let me ask you one more question.
So daily.
Until some age, your parents will be feeding you every day. They'd have been feeding you, right? Using their hands, spoon, whatever it is. They would feed you. Only then you will eat. Even few babies are there right now in the crowd, till now also, who wants parents to feed in this group, right? But do you remember from when did you start eating on your own? You only took the spoon, you only started eating.
Sir, age 4, sir. 4th age.
Ivan started brushing in 2 years, started eating from 4. Okay, right. Now think about this. No one told you from today you have to start brushing on your own. Did you get it? No one told you, right? From today you only should start eating on your own. I will not feed you. There'll be a day when you'd have told your parents, you stay outside the washroom, I'll only brush my teeth. You would have told it, right? There would have been a day when your mother would have come to feed you, you would have said, no, I'll only eat. I know how to eat. From there, it would have started. Why? Because that habit, what you exercised or cultivated, became an action at one point of time. Now, that's the power of habits. Understand this. It will make you move from dependent to independent. Are you understanding? Think about this. It will make you move from being dependent on something to an independent stage. That is the beauty of habit, right? Because it can completely move over to a greater action. So 50% of whatever you're doing every day, right? Waking up early in the morning till you go up to sleep in the night, whatever you're doing, it's nothing but it's all small habits which you have been following from the long time, right? Now, that is the beauty of habits. Now, this can influence your life on a larger pattern, on a very larger pattern. Now, think about a person who's been telling lies as a child itself. You open the refrigerator, you ate the cake, you ate the chocolate, and you closed the refrigerator and sat off on the sofa in the hall. And your mother asked, who opened the refrigerator? You keep your mouth shut. And you say, I think Anna only opened the refrigerator. And you blame it on your brother. And your brother is walking inside the hall and he gets thrashing. He doesn't even know why he's getting beatings. And you enjoy that. Now you know, oh, if I tell like this, I can escape. Now, slowly that lie, right, that you commit on a larger scale, it goes back and it will follow you till your life. And you'll think, okay, there's nothing wrong in me telling a lie because I can get away with it. Think about this. Your habit of telling lies will move into an action which can make you fall into a pit. Right? Understand this. Your habits can be good habits can cultivate good actions, bad habits can cultivate bad actions. So one of the way that you can stop procrastination or you can stop postponement is not with the actions, but trying to change a little bit of your habits, small things. So today we are going to learn how we can do it. Now look at this, right? Your habits determine actions. Remember this. Your habits determine your action. This is what is something that you have to put it in your mind, right? Habits determine your actions. Now, what are these habits? We are going to learn few things, how I can stop procrastination, right? How I can slow down or terminate procrastination, right? Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you eat your dinner or have your dinner by 11 o'clock in the night? Raise your hands. You have your dinner at 11 o'clock. How many of you have your dinner next day morning, early morning? Today's dinner, next day early morning. Anyone? Okay. How many of you have your dinner by 8 o'clock evening? Okay. 2, 3. Okay. 4. Okay. How many of you don't have dinner at all? Fasting. Every day night fasting. Okay. All right. I'll tell you something. Right? How does your stomach know exactly at 8 o'clock you have to have dinner? Let me give you another
So
example.
brain.
So the brain will pass the message.
The brain will pass the message. Right? Now, let me tell you, right? In your school, your lunch time will be somewhere between 12:30 to 1:30. Yes? Now, think about a Sunday. You're not going to school. How many of you have realized your stomach will start asking for food at 12:30 on a Sunday? Most of you. And that is the time your mother will be doing that biryani, right? For her at home, she would have got into the habit of preparing lunch at 2 o'clock. Are you understanding? Listen to this carefully. She will finish the housework in the morning and she will have lunch every day at around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. But since you have got practiced in the school having lunch at 12:30 to 1:30 on a Sunday, right? Your mother will be preparing usually how she prepares every Sunday, every day, right? She'll be preparing biryani at 2 o'clock. And you'll go to the kitchen and start shouting, always late, always late. She's not late. She's following her habit. And you are coming with your habit of having lunch every day at 1:30, right? Since your habit has given you that, every day you follow something, exactly at that time you want to have lunch, right? Exactly at this time you want to watch mobile phones. Exactly at that time you want to talk to your friend. Exactly only at that time you want to go to washroom, right? Few people have cultivated these habits. Now understand this, your habits determine actions, right? So next thing, now we are going to learn something very interesting, right? What do you see on the screen?
Sir, a slide.
Slide.
Slide, right? Now look at the person, think you are climbing that ladder and you're coming there and you're sitting on that tip and you leave your hand and you move your bum a little bit down. What happens?
Sir, we slide down.
We slide down, sir.
You slide down. You'll slide down.
Yes, sir, we slide down. Yes, sir.
Yes. Or you'll get stuck somewhere in between and slowly you'll come.
No, sir.
No, right? Once you leave the tip, ultimately you'll come down. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? So imagine your habits are like this slide, what you see. Right? Once you sit on the tip, you leave the tip, nothing happens, but you completely come down to the tip, bottom of the slide. Now, this is what your habits can do, right? Once you are acquainted to an habit, it will actually take you to the next level. It will move to the next speed. You can't stop in between. Even if you try to stop, you'll injure yourself. Think about, from the slide, you're coming down at one speed and suddenly you keep your hand on both the sides and try to stop. What happens? Due to the jerk, your muscles will get hurt.
Hurt, sir.
Yes, right? See, that is the what you say, the importance of habits. If you don't cultivate good habits, what happens in between, right? If you have a bad habit, in between you try to immediately stop it, it will jerk you. So before you start on the top only, you should have the good habit, right? That's what we are going to learn today, right? Now, tell me, right? How many of us use mobile phones here? All of you are using now, right? How many of you have your own mobile phones? Raise your hand. This is not your parents' mobile. This is your mobile. I myself don't have a mobile phone. You all have. Okay. Oh. So happily, right? Okay. Now think about this. How many of you think, I will check mobile for 1 second? You think I'll check mobile for 1 second? I'll see if anything is there. How many of you spend, you'll say, I'll just check 1 second. And how many of you spend more than 20 minutes? You'll just say, one YouTube I'll see. One YouTube I'll watch now. How many of you ended up watching 2-3 YouTube videos after that? You'll say, I'll watch only this one YouTube. How many of you end up watching 5 to 6 after that? See, this is the power of that habit, right? It can actually take you down, right? Immediately, right? Fine. Now, since we understood the gravity of, the habits, right? Because habits move into actions. Now we are going to learn something very important, right? How the decisions that I make is going to affect my habits, and how that habits are going to define my actions. Very simple stuff we are going to learn today, right? Your habits are nothing but small decisions that you take at that point of time. How many of you wake up by 5:30 early morning? No, you should actually say, you should not say, sir, I wake up at 5:30, but I go to sleep at 5:35. That is not waking up, right? You actually wake up at 5:30. Oh, beautiful. Most of you do it, right? Okay. Now think about this. It's a decision that you made, right? Okay, I'll wake up at 5:30. That became an habit. And that habit gives rise to an action. You actually wake up, right? So if you want to procrastinate, if you want to kill procrastination, one thing that we all people should do is have a decisive moment, right? Next Wednesday onwards, if Anna has told the class starts at 6:30, it's a decision that you make. Whether other people are coming late or not, I will be logging in at 6:30. I will be available at 6:30. When you do that, every Wednesday, without your knowledge, you will be there at 6:30 logging in. Right? Your habits are not but simple decisions, right? And we call this as moments, right? We call this as moments. All this are simple stuff, right? Small moments of decisions that we take, right? Now, we are going ahead and trying to find out how can I implement this very positively, right? Very simple. What we're going to learn next is very simple. We call it as a 2 minutes rule. Write down. We call it as a 2 minutes rule, right? This is one of the simple method to avoid procrastination. I want to start something, but some or the other thing comes and stops me. How to overcome it? We're going to learn it through this 2 minutes rule, right? Very simple rule, right? So what is this 2 minutes rule is? A 2 minutes rule is, if you want to start something new, right? Or you want to start off a new good habit, right? You need to take less than 2 minutes to do it. Less than 2 minutes to do it. For example, right? I'll do 30 minutes of yoga. I'll do 30 minutes of yoga. This is a big decision, correct? 30 minutes every day, right? It's a big decision. But how can I break it up and make it very simple to start is, first, wear yoga dress. The first thing that you have to do is, before thinking which position of yoga exercise I'll do, first you have to wear the yoga dress, right? Or you think every day morning I wake up at 5:30, right? I want to do a prayer for at least 5 minutes, deeper prayer, right? Which is a commitment. But to break it into less than 2 minutes, what you'll do is you'll take the Bible, pick up one particular paragraph or one chapter, 5 words or 2 words, only 2 or 3 words. That's all. Simple. Take that words, read it, and close it. That's how you start, right? You break down everything into two things. Okay, how many of you fold, your own clothes and arrange it in your wardrobe? Okay, all are very obedient children. Okay. For people who don't do it, right, you don't need to do the entire wardrobe at once. Start with 2 clothes. Take 2 t-shirts, 2 trousers, one frock, whatever it is, fold it and keep it. Right? This is the beginning. Right? So any bigger moments, what you're trying to do is you're going to break it into smaller ones. Right? Now, how many of you think max I will study 30 minutes a day? Science I will study 1 hour a day. We have all these plans, right? Now, once you open science and we look at the time, okay, right now it's 7:30, so I have to study till 8:30, right? At 7:45, you'll be closing your eyes and you'll be worshipping the book, right? Automatically at 7:55, book will be on the bed on the other side. You will be lying under the chair, right? Now, how to start it, right? Break it in this 2 minutes rule. What to do? If you're taking up a chapter to study, for example, you're dealing with one topic, they are given you one topic, they have done in the school or college, you want to study it, don't study the entire notes. Study 5 minutes. For 5 minutes, open the book, look at it for 5 minutes, close the book. That's all. Right? Slowly, what happens, right? Every day you open the book for 5 minutes, look at it for 5 minutes, read something for 5 minutes, close the book, 5 minutes. Over a period of time, that 5 minutes will become an habit for you. Next time, even when you're walking towards a study table, you'll open the book and look at it for 5 minutes and you'll close. Once you start practicing this over a period of time, you'll not believe, you will start reading all by yourself for more than 45 minutes. And it will become a habit for you. And without reading, you'll never sleep. That's how you'll become. Right? So what you need to do is you need to break it into less than 2 minutes rule. Right? Start, give a start. That's all. I want to learn guitar. Nothing. I have interest in learning guitar, but every time I take the guitar and I start strumming, right? Suddenly I lose interest. I throw the guitar. That's it. No, very simple. Right? Take the guitar, practice only for 5 minutes and keep the guitar aside. Dedicate that 5 minutes every day for playing guitar. Only 5 minutes. Slowly that will improve your habit of learning a skill. See, this is what leaders do. This is what leaders do, right? Okay. So hope you're understanding this 2 minutes rule, right? See, what we'll do is when you're doing this 2 minutes rule, you'll actually start from easy job, then you'll go to average, moderate, then you'll go for the most tougher task. That's what will happen in your life, right? This is something that you people have to start. Anything that you want to start new, don't at a shot do for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Start with 2 minutes, increase it to 5 minutes, then move to 20 minutes. That's how you'll start, right? You will start studying for 5 minutes for 1 week. The next week, increase it by another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So slowly you will start doing this. So this one way, right? You will have the habit of at least doing that work every day. And that becomes an action for you, right? Hope you are understanding this. And this one, what would happen is it will become a consistent work for you, right? So hopefully you're understanding this 2 minutes rule. So to do one thing, right? Look at this. Now think about this, right? For people who want to wake up early, A lot of people told I wake up 5:30 every day. But for few people who say, no, I'm trying very hard to get up at 5:30, but I'm not able to get up 5:30. What we're going to do is we are going to break it down into this 2 minutes rule. How? Look at the habit and how we are going to start. Your preparation to wake up early next day morning 5:30 starts from the previous evening itself. Are you understanding? It doesn't start morning 5 o'clock. It starts previous evening itself. How? Look at this. The previous day, right? This has to be a habit for you. Stage 1, right? What is stage 1? Nothing but something that I do for a 15 days or 20 days time every day, right? If you have to wake up 5:30 regularly, stage 1, what you have to do every day is for the next 15-20 days, you have to be inside the home by 6 p.m. Wherever you are, you're in the ground, practicing anything, nothing, right? You have to fix up a time and you have to think, after 7 o'clock, I'm not going to be outside. After 7 o'clock, I'm not going to meet anyone outside. You have to fix up something like this. And this you have to follow at least for 15 to 20 days. That is stage 1. After 20 days, what do you do? Stage 2. This is something that you people have to follow, right? Any electronic devices, your mobile phones, your laptops, your iPads, your desktop, your music listening, earphones, whatever it is, nothing should be close to you, or it should be switched off, or it should be in silent, and it should be away from you, right? At a particular time. You have to decide. After 9 o'clock, I'm not going to touch the mobile. You know what happens to me? After 10:30, I keep my mobile aside and it will be away from my bed. Only if it's close to you, you like to keep looking at the mobile, right? So keep it away. Once you lie down on your bed, you'll be very lazy to get down and take the mobile, correct? So keep all these devices away from you and don't touch it. And this should be an habit. You'll be tempted to see the video. You'll be tempted to watch some cartoons. You'll be tempted to talk to people. Keep it aside. Now comes the stage 3, right? And this stage 2, you have to be following for the next 20 days after stage 1. Stage 3 is nothing but you should be on the bed by 10 o'clock. You sleep or not. Whether you're getting sleep or not, you should be on the bed by 10 o'clock. No talking, no watching TV, nothing. 10 o'clock, you have to be on the bed, lying on the bed. And immediately you'll not get sleep in the beginning. For people who are late sleepers, I'm talking to you. Immediately you'll never get sleep because you don't have mobile in your hand. Your eyes will be opening, your mind will be running around something, right? It will be doing something, right? But trust me, after 10 days, when you continuously do this, you know what will happen at one point of time? Your mind will say, shut up and sleep now. Over. Don't think about the mobile. Right? Stage 4, your lights should be off by 10 p.m. Whether you sleep, your eyes is open or not, lights should never be on. See, these are all simple things which I think you can tell to your parents also. Because most of us in the household, right, these days they sleep very late. Right? Okay, so you need to do this. Once you switch off the lights at 10 o'clock, that's stage 4. You sleep or not, 10 o'clock, rule is lights off, done, right? And this should be followed for the next 20 days of your stage 4. You know what happens automatically stage 5? You'll keep an alarm and you'll sleep. 5:30, you'll get up looking at the alarm. Once the alarm rings, you'll get up. That will happen for 20, 30 days, right? Or possibly around 40 days also. The beauty is, once you're following all these things, right? At one point of time, even without the alarm ringing, you'll wake up by 5:30 by default. You will only wake up. You'll not wait for the alarm to shout. You will only automatically get up because your habit has moved into an action now. Right? So when you're doing all these things, you'll be actually eliminating procrastination. Understand this, right? You'll be actually eliminating procrastination. See, why procrastination is very bad, I'll tell you. In school level, you're doing fantastic, no doubt. But once you move into college, learning, professional life, this will hamper your growth. In school level, at least, school teachers make sure that you're doing everything on time. But once you move out of school, right, you'll find it difficult, right, if you're not practicing habits properly. Right? Okay. How many of you want to become doctors? Okay, beautiful. Right? How many of you want to become pilots? Pilots. You want to fly? Pilots. Not even one. Okay. How many of you want to become IAS officers? Collectors. Okay. Very nice. How many of you want to move as, let me say, commissioners, police? You want to be into police? Okay. How many of you want to become teachers? Teachers. Okay. Scientist? Okay. Engineers? Okay. Chef? How many of you want to become nothing? Right? Okay. Now look at this. Think about you want to become a doctor, right? Most of you raised your hand. Now look at this. In case as a student, right now at this age, you're procrastinating things. You're not starting anything on time. You delay everything. Think about this. You want to become a doctor and you became a doctor, but still you have that habit of delaying things. You know what is the accident that you're going to commit? Can you imagine? If you're late in a lot of things, you're going to kill people. Think about you're a pilot. You want to become a pilot, right? Imagine you're delaying everything. At one point of time, there is an issue in the flight and your presence of mind doesn't work. You delay taking decisions. What would happen? Crashes?
The plane will crash.
The flight will crash, right? Now look at this. Procrastination is nothing but delaying things, right? Anything that you delay, even doing good, you delay, right? It's bad actually. That's what the Bible also says.
So delay means no.
Right? Anything that you're doing late, even good things also, if you're doing it late, it's not useful for people. Understand this. If you're going and giving sermon in churches, okay, anyway, time is till September, but after September also I'll go. Very good. Nothing wrong. Right? But there is a deadline, right? So within this, I have to finish. Even if you're finishing after this, what is the point? So procrastination is nothing but you need to start something now, but you don't want to start because, right, your mind is saying, I want it, but your body is not giving for it. It's lazy. At the end, you're not going to achieve anything. And especially for leaders, if any job is given, they will do it on time. I'm telling you again. They will never say, I'll do it later. Right? I'll not go this Sunday. Next Sunday, can I? That's not a word of a leader. Right? I'll not log in at 6:30. Can I log in at 6:45? That's not a word of a leader. Right? So how can you beat this? By changing your habits. Right? So to summarize, very simple. Your actions are determined by your habits. Right? And your habits are determined by decisions, small decisions that you take. Right? Are you understanding? Should I wake up early or not? That is a decision. And you say, yes, I'll wake up early. That is an habit. and you follow it for a longer time, that becomes an action. Right? Are you understanding? So your habits are determined by momentary actions, small actions. And how to start it? Start with a 2 minutes rule. Anything that you want to start doing it for 2 minutes every day, consistently. That will become an habit, and slowly that will become an action. If you want to learn English really well, you have to learn new words every day, at least one word every day, one word each day. Right? Now, can I tell you a trick? How many of you want to learn German? How many of you want to learn German? Okay. Why German? Let's talk. How many of you want to learn Malayalam? For people who are from Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. You want to learn Malayalam? Let me ask you, right? People from Kerala. You want to learn Kannada? You want to learn Tamil? You want to learn Telugu? And people from Andhra, you want to learn Malayalam? Now tell me, is it difficult to learn a language? Not at all. I'll tell you how to learn. All of you have mobile phones, right? Now you speak in Tamil. For example, you say you say hello in Tamil. You say vanakkam. Now you want to know what is vanakkam in Kannada. All you have to do is go to Google, type what do you say, how do you say, what do you say for vanakkam in Kannada. In Kannada, it will say namaskara. Now you learn one word that day. Okay, namaskara means vanakkam. All you have to do is spend 2 minutes. That's all. Think about this. 2 minutes, you learn one word for a day. For 365 days, you're learning 365 Malayalam words, 365 Kannada words, 365 Tamil words. And think about it, right? And you're spending only how many minutes? 2 minutes each day. And you're not using anything more. You're using the same mobile what you're looking at me and talking to you right now. Right? If you use this, you don't need to go to any classes. You are learning 365 words in one language for a year. Think about for 3 years, you almost learned around 1,300 or close to 1,000 words. Yes? Is it difficult? But you have to make an habit of learning, one word each day. Now I'm going to give you a challenge. It's a task for all of you. People from Andhra Pradesh, you are going to learn Tamil word, one word every day. Got it? You're going to learn Tamil one word every day. People from Tamil Nadu, you're going to learn, right, one word of Kannada every day. Let's see, right? Starting from today. Today is 24th August, right? 2022. 2023 August 24th, whether we have this classes or not. Now you need to start an habit from today. Fix up a time between 5 o'clock in the evening till 5:15 in the evening. I'm going to learn one word. Learn only one word. Right? Okay. For people in Tamil Nadu, you're going to learn, right? Which language?
Kannada, sir.
Kannada. Right? For people from Karnataka, right? If you are here, right? People from Karnataka, you people are going to learn one word in Malayalam.
Malayalam.
You're going to learn Malayalam for people from Karnataka, right? And people from Kerala, you're going to learn one word of Telugu, right? For next 365 days. This is your, what you say, assignment. Small habit, take a decision, small habit, fix up a time each day. And I want to check how you people are going to do really well. Right? Let's see. Next Wednesday only you should have learned 7 words. Yes? Sounds interesting. Does it require a lot of time for you?
No, sir.
How many minutes?
No, sir.
So 2 to 3 minutes.
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes, right? I'll tell you a simple trick to do this. Instead of evening, learn one word every day morning, right? Between 6:30 to 7, choose a time, open your mobile, Google, learn a word, and you are going to use that word entire day in your school. Chuma, keep telling, right? Because it has to stay in your mind. Clear with this? So hopefully, I think you people will be doing better, right? And let's see how many people learn new language. Your parents should be surprised when you're talking a separate language. How did you learn Malayalam? How did you learn Telugu? Right? You're going to do this. Can we do this?
Yes, sir.
This is a very small task.
Yes, sir.
Slowly we'll come later and we'll learn, right? How to prepare bigger things. For time being, you're going to start a new habit today. Okay? Right? Okay. Let me close it by asking you a question. Is it good to procrastinate? Can I delay things?
No, sir. It's
No.
not.
No.
No, sir.
It's bad, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If I have to change any actions which is bad in me, what should I change?
Habits.
Sir, habit.
Habits. Very good. If I have to change habits, what should I change?
Decisions.
Decisions.
Small decisions that you take.
All.
Got it?
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Next week, what time are we logging in?
6:30.
6:20, sir.
Huh?
6:20.
6:20.
25, right? Anna will be here by 6:25. So within 6:30, all of us should be there. We should not wait for anyone.
Yes, sir.
Does time wait for us?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, right? We all know that time doesn't wait. So next week, we are going to start a new habit in the classes. We all are going to be logged in before 6:30. All right. Okay.
6:20.
6:20. Okay. But don't log in 6:20 early morning, right? Okay. Fine. All right. So Kaushikana, back to you.